What a great way to start the week. The trade winds are back. But first, we have to talk about the hotel, because yesterday was a full shift and it was busy and it was kind of interesting. There was this lady and she went to the wrong hotel. She went to the hotel where all the displaced people are, and she goes like, oh, at the hotel I tried to check in. They thought if I was a volunteer. And I said, do I look like a volunteer? I'm on vacation. I mean, what kind of attitude is that? And I'm standing there thinking like, okay, lady, maybe you should be a volunteer. Maybe you should come here and help out a little bit. Do I look like a volunteer? Anyway, trade winds are back and we are winging today. One of my favorite pastimes. Another story that broke on Saturday was about how grossly underinsured a lot of people are in Lahaina. But that story is not necessarily new. Actually, we've been talking about this for a very long time amongst friends. But now it turns out there are also condos that are underinsured. Condominium associations not having enough insurance. There are all condominium associations that are all grossly underinsured, and now the HOA is trying to sue the rest of the money. There's a case in Lahaina where actually a retired senator lives that helped writing insurance laws, and now their condo is also way underinsured. Of course, we know certain communities, they didn't even have insurance. A lot of people had no insurance. According to the local news here, Lahaina is one of the most underinsured regions that insurance agencies have ever seen, and that of course is going to be a major problem. Continuing to clean up the shop, and for the first time, check this out, we have a wet parking lot in the middle of Lahaina in probably more than 6 months. Easy. And the smell, you guys, the smell is actually pretty gnarly. Driving through town, I could smell the smoke through my air conditioning. And it's actually good that it's not pouring fully. It's just a little drizzle. So that should be okay, hopefully. But the smell is definitely something that I'm wondering and how concerned we have to be about this. So I'm gonna go upstairs, wear my mask, and we are maybe doing a little bit of a home improvement channel today because I bought some cleaning supplies, and today is cleaning the walls and doing all of that fun stuff. Okay, so the next phase is going to be degreasing the walls. And for this I bought a degreaser here for $28. And the lady at the shop told me it's the same like the one for $115 a gallon. So what happens here is you have this oil that kind of builds on the walls, I guess, from the soot. Not a specialist how that comes about, but anyway, you spray degreaser and then you let that sit for a moment, and after that you're gonna wipe it off. So that's what we're gonna be doing, and boy, you can definitely smell the smoke from outside. My windows are actually closed today, but it smells in here. So gloves and the mask. Astounding how smelly it actually is down here from the rain. I guess it must be all the water vapor that is now rising, carrying all that stuff with it. I don't know if this is good, you people, but I have this $70 mask here, and let's get the wipes going. Today is November 8th and it's been 3 months. Working at the hotel yesterday, and we were discussing people's stories and how somehow it feels like a memory and somehow it is right on your tip of your nose. Driving still through a burnt down town every day and having to smell it like yesterday, even right now. People's lives are changing. My life is changing. My neighbors' lives are changing. Things are changing in Lahaina, but right now I am happy about my job security at the hotel. And yesterday somebody did something really great. True sign of Aloha, in my opinion. I did a service to a guest and they handed me a $10 gift certificate here, and it was not about the money, it's about the gesture, that it has a note on it that says, thank you for letting us visit your island. Please enjoy a little treat, sincerely. And inside the sleeve was a little note talking about this is what grief is, a hole ripped through the very fabric of your being. The hole eventually heals along the jagged edges that remain, and so on the story goes. I mean, how nice. And somebody actually went out of their way and did that. And I don't know, I'm sure $10 gift certificate, I'm pretty sure it was not just $100 and they're handing out 10 of those. I'm sure they made a lot. Somebody going out of their way at home, labeling a little sleeve, putting a little note of sincerity in, and then coming here, using their timeshare or hotel. I thought that was really nice, and it really struck me because that's to me what Aloha is. And so the last few days were basically filled with hotel work and water news. A really interesting article I found in the Civil Beat. The water infrastructure frankly is that badly damaged that it is estimated at 2 to 3 years to fix this water infrastructure. How people then supposed to be rebuilt after, because you need the water infrastructure first. So I'm not quite sure how that's supposed to go, and they were talking about maybe doing both at the same time, like water infrastructure and rebuild. So you guys see it, the problems are just mounting. There was a New York Times article today about people having to leave the island. They were talking about immigrants having to leave the island. It was hidden behind a paywall, so I couldn't read it. And another thing is also the resiliency of timeshare is just insane. Our property is running already 90%. It just only took a very few weeks to ramp up. It's really insane. I was saying yesterday to my coworkers, I mean, you could drop a nuclear bomb on this island and they would still come. These timeshare people, absolutely insane. Like, they're coming to the desk and like, oh yeah, you know, we were going to be here in August, but it got cancelled, you know, like, we already had the points, so we're coming. And that's one thing about this timeshare, it forces you to take a vacation, and these people are coming. They are not forfeiting their points. They bought, they own, you know, they're owners, so they must come. And of course, if you want to be in hotel industry, hospitality, and you need job security, I think timeshare is the way to go. In timeshare operations, you will always have a job regardless, because people keep coming all the time. And as far as myself goes, I'm cleaning walls, and I'm sitting here at the beach on top of my van at Ho'okipa videoing the kids, because this weekend is surf contest and I'm the surfer dad here. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and yeah, we'll see you in the next one.